A few more minutes to spend with Alan Wood from Remax Plus in Brighton and Allison Liambruno, who is his right-hand woman, and then some.
Yes.
Hey, I was curious. I saw the Billy Joel's house is for sale down in the Hamptons. Would you, and I'll ask you this first, Pat, and jump in here too, Alex, would you want to buy a house that used to belong to a celebrity? Is there any allure there, do you think?
There's an allure there psychologically, but financially, no, because there's a premium attached with that price, typically.
So you wouldn't want to live in Billy Joel's house?
No, but I would buy Madoff's house. No, his went for premium, too. Never mind.
Because I also understand
Had
that,
hidden money.
yeah, right. Derek Jeter's house is for sale,
See, now
too.
I would buy Derek Jeter's house in a second.
Why? You didn't like it when I wore his jersey last week?
You know what? Because it's just not the same. But if I knew that Derek Jeter stood in the same kitchen I was standing in, oh dear.
If I was that agent, I'd make sure he offered like a evening out with him and his family or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
So-
See, I want the
Just
family.
him,
just
not the
him.
family.
I
Yeah.
just
No, but
want-
his wife might not like that if I said left her out.
He's not married yet, is he?
Not yet.
No.
Oh, I thought he was
There's
married.
still hope for us.
Oh, then a night out with him will
We
you
do
buy the
have
house.
hope.
Yeah. Is there? I suppose there's a premium on the cost of the house if it's Derek Jeter's condo or Billy Joel.
I would say there has to be, absolutely. I mean,
What do you put a percentage on it? 10, 20%
probably 10.
more? Yeah.
Probably 10%.
I think it's just what the market will bear, what somebody's willing to pay to own that celebrity's house. You know what I mean? It can be a real freaky number, and it can't be. You
That
know?
is true, because there's people that want to just walk around and say, oh, yeah, I own the house that Derek Jeter owned. Or,
Yes.
Well, the Billy Joel house is at a premium right now. It's in the Hamptons, and apparently it was listed as at 22.5,
22 million and a half?
$22.5 million, and it's now down to 18 mil.
Well, Jeter's place is going for $20 million.
Oh, Alan, speaking of
I'm
down.
going to go see that next week. No, I'm kidding.
Well, no, that's her job.
I just looked up something I wanted to bring up today, Alan. You've got a listing over in Mendon, Honeoye Falls School District. Very contemporary, very modern house.
Yes, it is.
It's down about 150 large. I just saw it Monday night. I was goofing around looking for something for myself.
Yes, we just reduced it to actually 100,000, and it's a really unique house. It's contemporary. It's all open, beautiful views, 32 acres about. Approximately, there's actually a go-kart track on it
Yes.
too, and a
Oh
golf
my gosh,
course,
how
And a
cool.
basketball
and a
course?
basketball court in
Huh?
there.
Not exactly
I mean,
a fixer-upper, I
No,
take it.
it's a fantastic house. We just need to find the right buyer.
Yeah, it might be me if I can find 700 grand, right? Is it about seven?
It's 750, yes.
Okay.
but bring us an offer.
I think that's kind of a benefit
love
maybe
it.
of buying a celebrity's home or a home like that, because when a celebrity buys a house, they customize it. They customize it for what their particular tastes are, because they just have so much money and they can do that. So when you buy a celebrity's house, you're not just getting, the house down the street, you're getting it customized for a specific, whatever. I mean, some sports athletes have like basketball courts inside the house or swimming pools or so I think maybe that's some of the draw too. Like you might have the room where Jeter worked out in.
So I'd have to buy Shaq's home because his bed, I hear, is like an entire room.
It'll fit
Right.
you.
It'll fit you.
Well, this Billy Joel house has a 150-foot beachfront.
Ooh.
And I can just imagine what these. And it's funny, Alex. You mentioned, say, an athlete. They have these elaborate kitchens, and they probably never go into the kitchen.
Yeah, no, they
Yeah,
probably have
no.
people cooking.
And most of them probably have 2 or 3 other houses, so it's probably got to be in great shape.
And you would think, though, for $18.5 million, you'd get more than 150 feet.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd think you'd get 500 feet or something, but I guess not in the Hamptons.
Yeah. Or the house is enormous. I don't know. Did it say how big the house was or no?
Yeah, does it say the square footage?
It says here that what's his name? Nate Berkus is the designer. You know who he is?
Yes.
Oprah's guy.
Yep.
Oh.
It looks just wander down to the beach. Huge kitchen. And
Probably
it doesn't
like
say how big the house.
10,000 feet or
No.
something, or 15.
Oh gosh. Hey, you ever see Tiger Woods'
Oh, yeah.
house in Florida?
Oh. Yeah.
If you could have anything in your house, if money was no limit, if the sky was the limit, what's the one feature you'd have to have in your dream house?
4 naked girls between
stop.
22 and 30. What?
A urinal.
We just talked about that last week, having a urinal in your bathroom.
Yeah.
That's
I said, if I ever
hilarious.
build a house, I'm putting a urinal in it.
Yeah.
It can be in a little closet, I don't care, but I'm sick of pushing that seat up and trying to aim that well. And
Yeah,
See, now that got Allison off her seat in a second. here. What do you want in your
she
dream?
had something in mind for her house.
What do you want in your dream house other than Alan?
He would have his own separate bathroom altogether. I think kitchens. I think kitchens are probably girls, tend to want this lavish kitchen with the amazing stove and refrigerator. And
You would really want an indoor beach, and you know it.
Oh, an indoor beach.
Good thinking.
An indoor beach.
That's
Can you do
creative.
that? Can you do that?
If you have enough money, you could.
I bet you could figure it out. Yeah.
See, I want the biggest. I want a sound system throughout the house, and I want a beautiful theater with the biggest
Cool.
TV in the world, and just sit there and
That's cool.
I would like that too.
I mean, we
Have
can-
like your own Oktoberfest in your house.
absolutely. Oh gosh, wait to see the size of the fridge. But we're dreaming. Another hot area. I don't know if anyone here is an Oprah fan. Show of hands, Oprah.
Yeah.
My hands up. Yeah.
Sorry.
I haven't seen an episode of Oprah in like 5 years.
Well, she was just in Australia,
Yeah.
and now everybody wants to go to Australia. Of course, she brought like 350.
Well, why would they
The
want to do
Oprah
that? Did you
effect.
see her in her moo last week on the Australia? My wife said, "Hey, check out Oprah." She says,
But here's the thing:
"Look at who dressed her."
Yeah.
there is such a thing as the Oprah effect. They actually are teaching courses on this at colleges about how if you have an idea, a really great idea, or if you're good at something, and you two as a team, this Remax team goes on Oprah,
Yeah.
you will make more money than you know what to do with, because Oprah says these are the two best people in real estate, and everybody goes, these are the two best people in real estate. This is the guy I want to
Well,
buy
she
and
did
sell my
it.
house.
She
You know
did
what I
it
mean?
with Dr. Phil. She did it
She's
with.
done it with people
yeah.
who have written books that weren't true.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
what I
Yeah.
mean? And the
Yeah.
book went on to sell 45 million copies. Then all of a sudden the guy comes out and says, no, none of that in that book was true, but
She's
I got
a
on Oprah.
mini god.
I'll have to see if we
Yeah.
can sneak on and say, as seen in Oprah on our marketing
Yes.
materials.
Yeah.
Yes.
All you have
I'm
to do is
just-
find some
yes.
person named Oprah. Doesn't
Oprah's
have to be
Book Club.
the
I mean,
Oprah.
Yeah, I'm going to
It
do
could
that
be-
with Property Source Radio. Put that on my Facebook page. Huh?
Endorsed by
Endorsed
Oprah.
by
Smart.
Oprah, right?
Yeah. After you just slammed her,
Smart.
that ought to work well. But after her little trip to Australia, everybody's saying, I got to go to Australia. A lot of people saying maybe I'd like to live there. Property prices aren't that bad there. I mean, you can get I was looking it up, you can get a nice condo on the beachfront for less than 200 grand.
That's pretty nice.
Wow, that's nice.
I mean, the commute home to work is a little much, but it's, it looked beautiful and everything about Oprah's trip to Australia. I see I'm an Oprah fan.
Yeah.
Did she go to Australia because of all the flooding? Is that what the
No,
whole...
no. She, the first show of the season, this is her last year. I can't believe I'm an Oprah expert. This is lame. But it's only because I watch it every day with my wife. She had some of her favorite viewers, like the Viewers Club in, and she said, I'm going to take you all to Australia.
Wow.
She gave 300 listeners trips to Australia, and this is before the flooding.
Okay.
And they went and they did a whole week's worth of shows, and the shows were great. If you're an Oprah fan, you know. And then the flooding hit in Australia. She did a little piece on the flooding, but it had nothing to do with the reason why she went. She just went because she'd heard it was a great place. She'd never been. John Travolta was involved because, he's a pilot, and it was just, it was really something. I kind of like Oprah, and I like her more than ever this year because she's doing a lot of good things.
Well, you're
Yeah.
going to like her a lot because she's going to drive your new condo up in Australia right through
Yeah.
the roof.
No doubt, because I bumped into someone and she said, I want to go to Australia now because Oprah's there. And I said, you and everybody else, for crying out loud. Because it's the Oprah effect.
They don't
Yeah.
want to go there because the Great Barrier Reef's there, but they want to
Right.
go for Oprah.
They want to
Yeah.
go for Oprah.
I want to go where Oprah went.
Yeah.
Which restaurant.
Yeah.
All right, one more time. We'll give you Alan's websites, not only as his involvement with Remax Plus in Brighton, which is the reason why you're here.
Yes, that is. And that's our office in Brighton. If anyone's interested, Remax Plus, with great agents. We have over 70 agents. Feel free to call the office or you can call our team.
And give us a phone number.
Phone number is 279-8200 for the office. And my website's alanwoodteam.com.
279.
8200.
All right. Allison, do you ever answer the phone?
Always.
Oh.
What's your favorite part of the job, Allison?
Just being with Alan.
Oh,
I thought you were going to say
Okay.
Friday at 5 o'clock.
put her in for a raise. Yeah.
And the
Happy hour.
The two ugly disco events coming up. Just a quick recap.
February
of those.
26th is the Ugly Disco at the Convention Center, and July 24th is the 10 Ugly Men.
If you want to hang out with a great team, and they are truly a team, and if you've been listening to the show today, they're two great people. Check in with the operation at Remax Plus in Brighton. Where's the office? Because I live in
It's actually
Brighton.
2171 Monroe. We're next to Cook's World. Everyone knows
Oh,
where
yeah.
that is.
Oh, right near the
back
new
there.
Chinese restaurant.
Yes, the new Chinese
Have you
restaurant.
been in there yet? What's it called?
I don't even know the
It used
name
to be,
of it.
remember the House of Poon?
I went in once and took it to go, but that was it.
Burned down a couple of Christmas Eves ago.
Yes, it
And
did.
it's reopened now.
And then we got to look at that fire thing for like 2
Yeah.
years.
Of course.
Out there.
Yeah. So you're right next to the new Chinese restaurant,
Yes.
which is, and it's always great. Anytime you mention a restaurant in Rochester, you always identify it as the place that used to be.
Yes.
Right.
And then
Everybody
you
does.
exactly know where it is.
Exactly.
Yeah. All right. Any other thoughts? We have a couple of minutes here to kill.
Yeah.
You want some ribs?
Oh,
We-
ribs
some-
are awesome. I love
Ribs from
ribs.
Alex's place here if you want to.
They're in the green room.
Yeah.
Alan, what's your favorite part of your job? Do you have? I mean, you've been doing this quite a while. 20,
I actually just love dealing with people and seeing them happy at the end because I'll see people 2 years later and they love their house. They're just really enamored by it, and just that feeling is really a nice feeling. And so when you see them, and I invite them to my client parties we have every year, it's just nice to see all of them again.
you have an annual client party.
Yes, I do. Have
You
an
want to
annual
sell me
party.
that house over in Honey Falls there, Mendon, and I'll be a client. too,
That's
right?
it. You can come every year. We have different things: bowling, movies. This year, I think I'm going to do it at Camp Arrowhead and have some.
Cool.
Their families can come climb mountains or
See,
whatever
you
you
get
want.
it. You get that's great.
Great. What other
Yeah.
perks do you offer for your clients?
Actually, we do the client parties, but I might be getting into a movie every quarter.
Oh.
And so it's something new I'm talking with the Pittsford Cinema about. So
Oh, nice.
we'll see if that takes off. But try and keep in touch with them. And whenever they refer us people, of course, we send them a nice gift.
Great.
Very
Great.
good.
Big smile. Would you rather sell a house or buy a house for someone?
I would much rather sell it.
Yeah.
That's why Allison likes
Allison's-
working with the buyers.
Okay.
They take a lot more time, and she's great with them.
Yeah.
Want to get in one more jab here, Allison? You have your last chance to
Do you know? I'll tell you.
set the record
plug
straight.
about
Yeah,
this,
yourself.
Allison, have
absolutely.
you ever had anybody that sprayed hair on their head and then got in your car? I had that when I was a real estate agent. Never got another buyer in my car again, ever.
Okay, I
Swear
know
to
I'm
God.
almost bald, but it's not that close yet.
Did you spray it
I've
with
never
that?
experienced that.
You
I've
don't wanna.
experienced a lot of things, but not that.
I had my favorite car in the world was an Infiniti back in 1997, and it was white, pearl white with a white headliner and white seats. And this guy got in and bopped the top of the. I was mad till I got rid of that car.
Was he embarrassed?
He didn't even acknowledge that he did it, but I knew he was in, and I knew
So you pretended like it didn't happen.
it sprayed. Yeah, exactly. And I knew it the next day. So it's just a little quirk about the business, if you will.
You never know.
Thanks, Steve. Thanks,
You never
Pat.
know.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Great to have you guys here, and we'll be looking forward to the Ugly Disco coming up on February 26th, and then summertime, if it ever gets here, the big event with the 10 Ugly Men. Guys, thanks for joining us. It was a lot of fun today.
Yes.
Hope you had a good time.
Thank you very much. Thanks, Jeff.
You've earned a invitation back sometime.
Well, thank you very much. We'd love to be back. Thank you very much.
ESPN Radio coming up. We will. Oh, don't forget if you're out today on the west side, that's where the new Property Source newspaper is. You can check it out at the Grease Ridge Mall wallboard, and of course the Tops on the west side. So the new edition is out. Nice picture of Pat in there. If you dig enough, you'll find it. We're going to make way for ESPN Radio. See you next Saturday. Thanks for joining us on Property Source Radio here at Sports Radio 950 ESPN.